This is the Crua Tri 3-person, 4-season, insulated tent by Crua Outdoors. This is a tent for people who hate tents. I pretty much gave up tent camping about 7 years ago because I was sick of the condensation. I was sick of the light coming through and waking me up the second the sun started coming up, and hearing birds chirping. Basically, nature. But this solves almost all of those problems. So I just took this out for a second trip, and I don't know if you can hear the wind, but it was quite windy overnight. Temperatures went down into the mid-20s, and it was pretty cozy. This is fully guyed out, but some of these guy lines are probably not completely necessary. In order to get at a taut pitch, though, and stretch the insulation out as much as possible, you really do need these guy lines. So, but everything's really nice quality. The guy lines are reflective. Stakes are nice stakes. They're not just those standard cheap JPEGs. Alright, so let's take a look inside. So here's the vestibule. Nice big area. I just threw this door up on the top here, but it does roll up. The vestibule, I'm about 5'10". I can stand up almost completely straight in here. Plenty of space to cook. This rubber mat, I added that on. That's just a little like carpeting area for the vestibule. So let's take a look inside. There's a nice door vent there. That doesn't vent directly into the tent, but it does vent the gap between the Cocoon and the outer tent. So you can see there is this gap here between the two tents. So you've got outer door, you've got bug mesh, then you have another layer of bug mesh, and then the Cocoon door. So really 4 layers to get through, to get inside when you've got the Cocoon snapped in. So this is advertised as a 3-person tent, but I've got a pretty narrow cot in here. There's just about enough room for another cot to go in here. The cot does eat up a little bit of space because the walls are slanted, so I don't see this sleeping 3 people, even 3 small people, with the Cocoon in. Maybe without it would be okay. But, yeah, so let's have a look around. So we've got 2 windows, one on each side, door that rolls up, or cover that rolls up, bug mesh between the plastic. There's also a separate cover. I don't know if my camera will pick that up. There's a separate cover that rolls up to cover the window too. The insulation is a really nice material. It's my Lucy Light. I did put down just a cheap Harbor Freight movers blanket. These are somewhat fire resistant and also makes a nice protective barrier between the floor and you. So just got some stuff here: carbon monoxide detector, thermometer, headlamp. That's the REI Flex Light chair, which is a perfect size for in here. You can sit up very comfortably in that. I do use a Buddy propane heater as needed throughout the night. So I'd turn that on. It would get it absolutely roasting in here, retain the temperature for a couple of hours. I never saw it go under about 10 degrees cushion between the outside temp and inside. But yeah, that thing provides almost too much heat. Fire extinguisher, I don't operate it in that exact location, but there is enough clearance between surfaces to safely operate this. And there is a floor vent, identical one on the other side too. That provides enough ventilation to also safely operate a propane heater such as the Buddy. I wouldn't run one overnight, but in short bursts just to keep things warm. It really does the job. Alright, let me know if you have any questions about the Crua Tri. I'm happy to answer them. It's really a great piece of gear. Nobody else is doing anything like this. I'm excited to see what else they do. And, yeah, thank you.